this video is me exploring how to share the integration of my various movement forms to be most effective for women and to really make it easily integratable into daily life. So I'm going to explore a little bit more on the goddess flow side of things right now, which is a combination of belly dance and African dance and feminine energy cultivation, as well as some deep unwinding yoga style techniques that I have gathered from a variety of sources, not just yoga, but osteopathic and meridian stretches and things like that. We'll also incorporate some tapping, some self-touch, possibly some affirmations and visualizations, maybe a little yoni dance. We'll just see what comes up. I'm going to put Spotify on shuffle for my Goddess Flow playlist, and we'll see what beauty comes up. If I feel like I need to change a song, I'll do that. Otherwise, I'm just going to let it flow. All right, just bear with me for a second. Here we go. Okay. Great song. So I'm going to start up close so you can hear me better while there's music. When I need you to see my feet, that might be a little loud. Let's see, can you hear that? I'll share the playlist too. But if I need you to see my feet, I'm gonna head back towards the back corner, and then I'll come up again if I need to use my words, because my voice tends to be somewhat soft and I want to get some good music going, some beats pumping, some rhythm flowing so that we can move our bodies. Okay? So we're gonna start out by pulsing. So I'm drawing my shoulder blades gently together and then releasing forward. I'm not doing a huge arch in my back right now, and I'm not rounding forward too big right now. This is just a warm-up. So it's more in the arms and the shoulders, but we're definitely drawing the shoulder blades together. Mine have about an inch space between them. Got the spine and those muscles. As we warm up, we may be able to contract them more fully and really draw them together to open the chest. But for now, we're just going to pulse. So pulsing is one of my favorite techniques for getting energy moving through the body, for clearing blockages. So let's move into a spiral unwind for the arm. Okay, so it's just rolling shoulder up, back, arm following it, right? So shoulder, then elbow, then hand. While I'm doing this, my feet are, you can't really see very well anyways, but my feet are planted evenly on the ground, four corners, sides of the toes and sides of the heel, even front to back, side to side. I keep coming back to this as I go. My knees are bent slightly, but the front of my thighs are engaged. My tailbone is dropped down to open up my low back, and my core is gently engaged, lifting all the way up through my chest, even up through the crown of my head gently. And as I'm doing that, I'm constantly readjusting while unwinding my arm. So it's a lot. It's not quite patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time, but it's definitely something that takes practice. So we can also spiral smaller and let it really move out and ripple through our hand. You can do one arm or both arms at the same time. Let's just shake. Shake it out, bounce the shoulders. Let the shoulders alternate, rolling back. Keeping that posture, checking in with it. I'll be reminding you throughout this movement series. This is going to be a quick one. I'm going to go as long as my camera will let me. Having issues with storage right now. But just remembering, lifting like from your inner arches all the way up, your inner thighs, up through your core, up into your throat, just lifting all of that beautiful energy. Let's spiral the left side if you haven't done it yet. going back to your posture, doing either big spirals or small spirals with the wrist circle at the end. The wrist circle is very, very traditional feminine movement in belly dance, in mudra work. And so using this spiral can activate the pathways all along the arm, into the chest, even down into the belly. So let's do some hip circles now. Just a small interior hip circle. We're not going big. We're staying within the confines of our hips. So side to side, floss those hips. Give it a pop if you like, otherwise just slide gently. Double, okay, slide, gentle, or pop it, okay? So play around with the singles and the doubles, with the slow and the fast, the pop and the gentle. Bounce. Bounce from your feet, let it ripple through your whole body. Give it a little pelvic tilt forward to really get a pop if you like, otherwise just be really gentle and soft. We don't want to push or force, but if it feels good to get that shit moving, get it moving. So let's do a pelvic swing forward with a knee lift, and we'll switch sides. I'm just planting my feet gently flat on the floor after each lift. I'm moving my hands forward, swinging. This is helping activate some core energy, clearing out the energy field, sweeping out any shit that's built up around your pelvis. Let's do some pops. So, just lifting the pelvis. We're not doing anything with the back right now. Lift and drop in the pelvis. Go as slow as you need. When I go fast, I'm just showing you what can be done. And I'm not an expert. I'm not necessarily advanced level. But you can pick it up when you feel ready. Just keep the rhythm. And when I move my hands like this, you can copy me, but I'm also just kind of showing you what this movement is. So we're going to swing back and forth, gently. Very sensually. Side, back. Let's go other side. So get into it a little bit. Start to feel that sensual energy moving through your body. I love that song. All right, shake it out a little bit. This is fun, right? So we're getting our energy moving in a really loving and self-honoring way. We're starting to cultivate a really pleasurable feminine energy. And then as that feminine energy gets charged and stays charged, we can start to direct it and then to channel more of a vigorous masculine orgasmic energy. To do that, we have to first release blockages. And in feminine bodies especially, blockages are best released with softness and grace. So I'm just circling my hips a little bigger now. Exterior circle, so on the outside of my hip circle line, a little bigger. Keep your knees gently soft and rock from side to heel, side, toe, side, heel, as you go back and forth. Let me show you from the side. If this is too much on your knees, then just go softer. Go gentler, go smaller. You can always change it to meet you. That's the beauty of Goddess Flow. It works for everyone. It can work if you're sitting in a chair. It can work if you're laying down. You can adapt these movements to your body. And let's work with the hands a little bit more. So we're going to plant our feet. We're going to grow our roots deep into the earth with our feet. So nice, strong, stable roots. Lifting up through the front of the legs and the inner thighs, up through the center of the body. Draw the hands up with you. We're going to create a donut shape as we move our hands around. So bottom of the hole, top of the hole, and out and around. I'll move back so you can see a little better. So as I'm inhaling, I'm gently and slowly raising my hands, like I am floating my hands through jello. Very intentional movements. Checking my tailbone, dropping it if I need, releasing my glutes, releasing the booty. Just resting right now. We're supposed to really only use our glute muscles when we need power. And right now we're using stability more than power. We're generating power through energy. We're charging our battery, but we're not using our muscles for power right now, so we can let those power muscles go. Instead, we're activating our core energy by lifting, constantly returning to lifting. When we sink, when our core energy sinks, that is the process of aging. So to shift from aging to longevity, we need to continuously lift and release, of course. We don't want to be stuck in a frozen posture. But when we inhale, we're lifting up, and exhaling, releasing down. If you can release down all the way to the pelvic floor, and then inhale all the way up from the pelvic floor, then you get a really nice boost to your energy. Frees a lot of blockages. So we're going to move into a little bit different motion now. My left hand is cupped right at my pelvic bone, floating out in front. I have a nice rounded arm space between my armpit. My other arm, my right hand, scoops up and over and comes to a rest about a foot above my other hand. So if you have practiced this before, you may already be feeling the pressure, the force between your two hands. If this is new, a new practice to you, then you might be able to squish them flat really easily. But when you move nice and slow, and slowly and consciously, you can feel a polarized magnetic force pressing your hands apart. The right hand tends to be our more masculine, outgoing side, and the left hand our more receptive, feminine side. So when we are balancing them against each other, we can generate a strong core energy called chi. And chi has the amazing ability to circulate throughout our bodies, helping to wash away blockages. And when we are supercharged with chi, then our blood will follow it and flow through our bodies with ease and grace. And that's one of the other challenges with aging, is decreased circulation or poor circulation. So I'm just scratching. So when we can build our chi and circulate our chi and get our circulation flowing really well, then our bodies can remain really strong, vibrant temples for our spirit for long periods of time. All right, let's see what else we're gonna do here. Let's do a little full body shake. So starting side to side, go nice and slow if you need, or go nice and fast if it feels good. We're just letting a wave ripple from our hips up our spine. And it can come out in our shoulders and arms if you want. Whatever feels good. If you're going nice and slow, you can actually see that wave going up the spine. So this is a very snake-like movement, especially if we go slow and sinuous. And if we go fast, it's tighter, more like a hose rippling up. And if we add in our breath work and add in our lifting while we're doing this, so as we exhale, we release down, maybe slow or shaking a little bit, and then we inhale and we squeeze and lift up and shake all the way up. It creates this powerful movement up, out, and down again. So this is just to help us move any blockages that may be keeping our energy from circulating. All right, so I'm just creating a wheel, right? Just charging up that core energy. All right, press your hands together like we're patty caking. So we're starting to bring our awareness to the energy fields between our hands. Okay? And when you feel it, you'll know it. You can squash it usually pretty easily, unless you have a very strong energy. But you can start to play around with it and move it. And you can let your hand lift off and up and down. I find the best results with this with my left hand on top, because my right hand has such a powerful force of energy. But you can just explore and see how it feels for you. So I'm just rotating around, feeling that chi, feeling that energy. And now I'm going to gather it and bring it into my belly. So I've generated lots of this energy. It's filling my energy field. Now, if you're an empath, struggle with chronic pain, you likely have a lot of holes in your energy field. So if you can't feel this energy right away, that's okay. I'm gonna cover how to, well, I have covered it quite a bit in a lot of videos, but I'll probably go into it again soon. How to supercharge your energy field to create really solid energetic boundaries, which will benefit your physical, mental, and emotional boundaries as well. For now, just play with it. draw in that energy that you've created, that you've charged up into your belly, over your womb. So I am letting my pelvis tilt forward gently as I scoop my hands around, and as I press it in, I'm gently drawing back. So it's just a little wave, little body wave. You can make it a little more sensual. You can rock side to side as you gather, whatever feels good. You can scoop it in. This is common in African dance, is this scooping action, gathering the harvest, reaping the grains. And so we can reap the fruits and grains of our own energetic cultivation. And we can do that with movement. So we can scoop and draw. We can do it with one arm as we step forward and then step back. There's all kinds of things we can do with this movement to keep our energy drawing in towards our center. Because when our energy is scattered, we can't use it in our core. When our energy is in our core, then we have clear boundaries and we have less of a likelihood of taking on other people's energies, which is actually very draining. All right, I'm just gonna bounce here a little bit. Hips side to side as we bounce. Pop it on each side a little bit if you want. Let's do a little full back twerk. So we're drawing shoulder blades together, lifting the tailbone, and then just dropping it. We're not rounding forward at all. Do whatever you want with your arms. They can come out. Switch side to side. So I'm just rocking back and forth and switching side to side. We play with that. Let's lift the booty, drop the front a little bit. Maybe twerk if you want. Drop that chest. Hands resting on the knees or the thighs if you need. Move your booty around in a little circle. This is a great one for learning how to do a good lap dance. Make your core nice and strong. Feet flat on the ground. All right, let's caress the arm, right? So we're doing it, you can just brush your arm down, and that's good for your nervous system. It's good for your circulation. Or we can make it really sensual and press into our arm and arch our back as we draw down. And then we start to get an activation in the lower back, which encourages the nerves that run through our pelvis to activate. And we are more able to create an orgasmic sensation by releasing this first, and can even create an orgasm in this muscle if we learn how to do it right. So I'm just rocking my pelvis up like a wheel. Just this left one. I'm up on my toes on the left side. Let's go to the right side. So just wheel, wheel. And if your hip pops and cracks with this, you need to do some traction. You need to do some self-massage on your inner thighs. You need to do some cellulite care. You need to get those hips freed up. Because if our hips aren't freed up, I'm just gonna do like a really basic move, tapping toes side to side while I talk, because I need to focus to get this out. So when we clear the blockages, physical, energetic, and emotional, that reside in our pelvises and our hips, we are so much better able to ground in and connect to the Earth Goddess. And when we can do that, we can draw on her infinite source of power. When we can connect with her and then connect with the orgasmic flow of life, not only do we benefit, but Goddess Earth benefits. She feels that orgasmic flow as well. So clearing these blockages, creating space in your body for your spirit, benefits us, benefits the earth, benefits our entire community. And that's how pleasure really is a benefit for the world, for everybody. So find your pleasure. Get moving in ways that feel good. Okay, so I'm just shaking, lifting. Make your belly strong as you go down and release as you come up. Let's jump a little bit as we're bouncing and shaking. Get it moving. I'm stepping forward as I bounce and shake. So I think that's good for now. I have a feeling my phone's gonna run out of storage soon. But if you like this, let me know and we can definitely do more of it. I'm really wanting to make more of this playful, pleasurable movement available because it not only helps us feel good, but it really helps us to up level in life, even if we're starting out super basic. And I feel like I have a really special gift in being able to share this wisdom in a very easy to understand way. And if that's ever not the case, just let me know. If you don't understand something, you need something broken down more, or you just want to go deeper, let me know, because I love depth. I love sharing and exploring depth, especially with other queens and goddesses and people that appreciate it. So blessings. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know, give me feedback, and we'll do more soon.